Hi guys, we're back. We're doing a little stream. I was warming my hands up before stream. My hands are freezing right now. Oh, I am cold. Specifically just warming up my right hand. Like Tony Stark right now. My hand in front of the fan. I like to just like put my drawing glove just in front of the heater fan for like a good 30 seconds before I put it on, just so my glove's nice and warm. And I just warmed up my hand. Okay, let's see here. Does my pad need charging? Yes, it does. Of course it does. I haven't charged it yet. It's only going to be a short stream for today. I've got work soon, so I can't really stick around for too long today. Probably should have started a bit earlier, but oh well. Ooh, I don't like this. I don't like how that's sticking out so much. We'll change that. Clean some stuff up. Today I just want to focus on fixing the cloak. Make the cloak look a bit nicer. Right now it's pretty plain. It doesn't look finished. So I want to fix the cloak. I don't remember what pattern I had for the cloak. Because it's a really weird, strange pattern that I've got. I settled on a pattern where the I just rolled, I guess. So this is my guy. Oops. How's his cloak? So I decided to settle on the pattern of, I think it looks like a bell. Okay. So originally, my design was to have his pattern have a, why have I chose this color? I don't need this color. I'm going on so many tangents right now. Can you see that? Sure. Let me just make this a little bit darker so you can see it properly. So my original idea for the pattern on his cloak was to have like a line go across it like this, make it a bit more interesting. But then I realized that would be actually really hard to animate when I start animating it, because it'll be hard to keep that line so consistent. I'm animating this in 2D, by the way. So then I decided I could do a cloak like this. Just have the line going all the way down. But I didn't really like that either, because I thought it felt a bit too boring. It's a nice design, but I'm not a huge fan of it. So the pattern I end up settling on is like, goes like this. Which you could also argue is boring, but I actually like this pattern a lot more. So his cloak will look like this. And then I'm maybe thinking of making these edges as well a different color. So I guess it would look more like this. And I quite like that as his cloak. That's his pattern. But right now, I was just drawing it like this. We need to add this. Capiche? Capiche. That's the plan for today. I don't remember exactly what design I've done for his cloak, if I've already done one. So we'll need to sort that out today as well. And we've of course got the brooch here as well. Let's hide all these. I don't need those right now. That's the lighting on his cloak. I think I'll do it over the lighting though, because it needs a new lighting on anyway. What colour am I doing? Thinking probably white, to be fair. White would go good. I do have the original design for him that I made a while ago, which I'll bring up on screen now. There's the original design for him, which we could use that. And then again, that has the stripe pattern that I originally was gonna go with. But I changed that. So we could go for white or cream, I guess. Let me see if I have any other pictures available of them on my project folder. My project folder still has the placeholder name for it. I think that's kind of funny. There's a more clear view of the Oh, no. Oh, damn it. I was gonna bring it up. It ran away. Or something. Where's it gone now? I've lost it. I don't mind showing this picture because I've already published this one anyway. And it gives you a look at the other characters that will be in the story as well anyway. So you can see here, he's got his big boots. In fact, they all have big boots because I just like drawing boots, I guess. This is the character we're drawing next time, by the way. But yeah, as you can see, his cape has this, or his cloak has this pattern. Which honestly, I might change that as well and make it go down instead of up. Curve downwards. I'm not quite sure. I kinda like it like that. Where were we again? Here? Yeah. A part of me wants to make it a really nice detailed pattern and have it all complicated and have all these patterns on it, like little dots and stuff, or little fire spirals and stuff. I think that would look nice. But at the same time, I've always got in the back of my head that I'm going to be animating this eventually in 2D, and it's going to be significantly harder the more complicated I make the design. So I need to try to keep the design relatively simple. Without getting too out of hand. Let's just carefully go over this. There are faster ways to do this. I could just create a group of all the cloth or the cloak layers and then change it to a clipping mask so I can just block it all out in one without putting anything else. That would be a lot faster and a lot quicker, but I can't be bothered, so I'm just going to do it the brute force way. Affect the cloak? No, it doesn't. No. That's good. The difference between thinking about what it looks like and then actually having it in front of you is kind of crazy. It looked alright, but now it's all white. I'm just thinking, that's a bit too much. I don't like it as much anymore. I haven't coded these characters in properly. I think I've got one drawing of all of them colored in. I haven't had time to play around with the colors too much and with the designs. I should probably work on that more. Looking maybe a bit higher than that. I mean, we want it to be around here, I guess, around his shoulders, so all of this part can go as well. Then the question is, do I want it to follow the edges of the cloak as well? I kinda do. I kinda do. It'll be a lot harder to animate, but gotta break a few eggs. Right? Maybe not. I guess the way I've drawn the cape also makes it a bit more confusing. I want to try playing with some blending modes here as well while I can. See what it looks like if I just change the color so we keep all the shading and stuff. I don't want to say hue, but I'm going to try hue first. Whoa, awful. No, let's not do that. Just trying to find a blending layer that keeps the color but also keeps the shading as well. That is a nicer color. I prefer that color. It's a nice tan color. I do prefer that. You can see a bit of the shading coming through, but not really. Turn it down, you can. But then it just starts looking weirder. You don't want it to glow. Not bright golden. Although golden would look sick. That's not what we're going for. Doesn't have to be white, we could do it with colors like orange. Or darker red. And you know what, I have actually decided I don't want this bit. Too distracting. Be gone. I don't want you. Keep it like that. We want the accents to be golden or red. We'll try red first. I'm gonna lie, the red looks kind of nice actually. Also more realistic, I guess. Because it's not like this is a noble or anything. It's just a regular guy. He's humble. Yeah, I think red could work for his cloak actually. You can try gold though. See, the gold looks nice too, but white and gold is a classic. It looks nice, but it doesn't suit him as a character. To be fair, neither does the white. I wish I should draw more red. I never bothered drawing the pattern that much. I will keep the red and white. Maybe just think of putting this white part down a little bit, just to match the lighting that he's in right now. Ooh. Oh, it looks like he's all bloody. Although that does give me an idea. So another quick way we can do this. See if I can pull this off. Gonna add this lighting layer, but just copy and paste the parts that we want. Now we've got another copy of that, and we can just change the blend settings of it until it looks nicer, so it fits more. And we can also change the opacity as well. Using orange could work, but it kind of makes the look stinky. Pink could work. I kind of want a blue, even though pink would make more sense given the fire light source in front of him. Multiply layer, but go. Okay. No, that works. That works more. So I'm fine with leaving it like that. Let's clean this up a bit more as well. Could go really harsh, but we're not going to. I want it to be subtle. I'd even blur it, to be honest. No, we'll leave it like that. I'm not a fan of this really hard edge, so we're gonna change that as well. Yeah, that's the only place that really needs changing. I might just add a little bit of tint around this part. I suppose I'm not completely satisfied with how dark it is. I think that does help out a bit. Yeah, that helps it out a little bit now. So keep that. I did think of adding some patterns onto it though. Probably not going to. See any other drawings I can work off of. Not many. Like I have a few here and there. I could pull them up on the screen. What am I doing? I'm taking a screenshot of the wrong picture though. There we go. You can see his cape is pretty plain. It does have like this spirally part on the collar, but I decided to make it an open collar instead. There's no spiral there. But even then, I'm not quite sure what color I would make the spiral anyway. His cape is red, and then the highlight is white. So that I have the color red as well. Probably not. Anyway, let's add some final finishing touches to this, and I think we are done. Of course, we need to reactivate all our blending options. Cool. We'll fix some of these harsh lights here. I'm gonna do something kind of weird. I'm gonna copy and paste the entire comp. My computer's not gonna like that at all. Just so I've got like a backup of my comp. I could just save a backup, but I don't like doing that. Who'd have thought? I don't like saving backups. Come on, load for me please. This might take a while because I just copy and pasted every single frame. I wouldn't be surprised if Clip Studio had actually just died on me here. I could paint in the fingernails as well, but honestly, kind of a stylistic choice for me to not, and I just don't want to because I don't like doing the fingernails. I think it makes the characters look too realistic for my style. And it just starts looking weird. So I'll keep the little sausage fingers for now. Clip Studios actually just should have died on me now. Come on, you can do it. This entire file's gonna get corrupt, I just know it. I'll take a screenshot while I can, before everything gets corrupt and dies. Oh, I should move this now. Now you can finally see what I see. Mini-me. Come on. Maybe I should have just made a backup instead. I might actually have to close Clip Studio here. We're stuck. I'm trapped. Help me. This has never happened to me before, by the way. Okay, I used Task Manager to save us. I ended it by force. Whether that corrupts the file or not, we'll see. Yay! We are back. We're back. Okay, let me quickly do the things I want to do before everything just dies again. So, line art. I want to blur some of this line art, make it look less ugly. And I've not learned my lesson, so I'm going to copy and paste the layer before I do it. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Strength 13, sure. How are we looking? Ah, that was a silly mistake. It was a silly dum-dum doodah mistake. Shouldn't have done that. I am going to still blur my line out though. So filter Gaussian blur. Let's just do it less harsh. Let's do like 3? 3 might be good. How are we looking? Go. 3's fine. The fire line art. It'll be in here, I think. Yes. Whoop. I'll do that. There's the fire line art. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Okay, just makes it a little less harsh there. Then we'll also blur the fire itself as well. Doing it separately though, just so they don't still look sharp while blurred. Let's change the blending mode of my line art on the fireball. I want to make it a glow. Yeah, that's fine. We need to change the line up for the cloak as well. And also we need to fix some of these things as well. These little artifacts. Let's go over here. Nope, not over there. Over to the base skin layer. And just remove this artifact. Same with this part here. I don't see any others that are really apparent. Go back to my line art layer. Click the mask. Let's change some of this stuff here as well. Just make some of these lines way less harsh. Listening to the lane music right now. I also want to add some more shading here. because the fire comes from this direction, so it's going to be concealed by his head. So we can use this as an opportunity to add harsher lighting. Whoa! What have we done there? Cool beans. Oh, let's fix some texture issues. Let's add some texture here and there. I need to remove this, but I keep clicking my absent. What's this? Lighting texture. Cool. I'm gonna add some grunge dot over this. Grunge. I realized I was watching over my last stream actually, and I realized I say grunge on stream. I call it grunge dot, and I think that's just because I can't hear myself while I'm speaking while I'm wearing the headset for stream. So why am I calling it grunge dot? Oh, I want grunge dot. Not grunge dot. Grunge dot. Grunge. Kurt Cobain dot. We'll do the same thing over here as well. Gonna go with an overlay layer. Add it to the hair as well. question I want to ask myself is, do I want to add bright red colours to the liner on the fingers for the effect of subsurface scattering? And the answer is a resounding yes, apparently. Fine by me. Trying to hold off on saving right now because I crashed my PC again. Okay, so one thing I like doing, which is a big no-no, is I like to merge all my layers into one once I'm done. I like to just smush it all into one because I'm done at that point. Let's do that. Merge layers. Done. Now that is all one big piece together. Although I want to undo that because I don't want the background in there. Leave the background first. So just move the background away. Oh no, I haven't saved and it's saving for me. No. Don't save it. Don't do that, please. Uh-oh. Didn't quite want it to save for me though. Not while it's in the middle of something. Man. Oh, there we go. So, anyway, let's move this underneath. Yes, we have a lot of layers. That's why we're merging them all down. Ugh, I didn't even get rid of it. Get out of it. Merge selected layers. Now it's all one layer. Yeah. What that allows me to do is to play with everything like it's just one drawing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blur everything. I'm going to copy and paste it one more time. And then filter, blur, Gaussian blur. I'm going to blur it all by 4. That way everything is blurred. You can see the difference. And honestly, I'm going to erase the eyes here, so the eyes look sharper. And I'm going to erase the hair on the... Well, I'm basically just going to erase everything else on the one behind. And now we got this layer here. Everything erased. And then we have this layer here, with only the eyes erased. That makes the eyes blurred. It's a really long way of going around it. You don't need to do that. You can just blur the eyes normally. Blur everything else normally. The other thing I like to do is I like to blur the hair, so it like looks like it's going into the background. So let's do that. This is how I should have done it first time, to be fair. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. 6 enough. 12 is definitely too much. I think about 8 would do. There you go. Same with the cape. I want to blur some of the cape as well. Hands don't really need blurring that much. Yeah, let's go to the top of it, make it look a bit warmer. We do need to add the tassels on the trousers as well, and maybe a few little details here and there. So next stream I'm going to actually completely finish this drawing, do all the little details, and probably sort the background out a bit more as well. But that's all I have time for today. I don't have time to do any more on this drawing today. But You can catch me tomorrow at the same time. Same time? Maybe not. I'll go work earlier tomorrow. Might be a later stream tomorrow. It will be a longer stream. We will be finishing this stream. This drawing on stream? Yes. But the second this file actually saves, I have got to go. We might be here for a while. Come on. Do something. Please. Well, this is a problem. Yay, we're done. Alright. I'll see you guys all tomorrow with another stream. Take care.